Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute since I've uploaded, but it is finally starting to feel like fall. Well, actually here in California, it's finally starting to feel like summer. It's starting to get warm, but all the stores are bringing out all their fall items. It's definitely looking like code orange everywhere you go, and some of the coffee shops have started putting out their fall menus. I actually had my first pumpkin spice latte yesterday. I went to Dunkin' and it was so delicious. We also had their little like donut hole thingies, and those were also really yummy. So I highly recommend trying those if you've never tried them. It was my first time trying them and I was obsessed. They're really good. But for today's video, I thought that we would do a little fall themed video. So to kick off all the fall videos, today we are going to be doing a little book recommendation. These are some of my favorite books that I've read in the past during the fall time that I feel like would be a great addition to your fall TBR. So let's go ahead and get started. So I do have a few different types of books. We've got some cozy fall, we've got a little bit of fall romance, we have some little murder mystery moments, as well as some kind of more creepy, spooky, like October spooky season vibes. So the first ones that I'm going to start off with are the Shady Hollow series. Now these books are the cutest, coziest things you will ever read, and I love them so much. So if you have been here for a minute, you have seen me talking about these because I will never stop talking about these. They are my absolute favorite series ever, like cozy vibes. They're just so freaking cute and I really love them. They bring a lot of whimsy into your life, and yeah, they're so cute. But the first book is Shady Hollow. There are, I believe, 6 books in the series. The last book, actually, the authors, it's 2 authors, but they just announced that that's going to be the last book in the series. I think that was the last one, or either they're coming out with one more and then that'll be the last, but I think it was the one that's coming out is the last. I'm not 100% sure. I kind of forgot, but yeah, so there's 6 books, and then there are 2 little novella like short stories. One specifically takes place like during Halloween. It's like spooky season type of vibe, and then the other one I believe is a Christmas one. I have read the spooky season one and it was cute, and then the Christmas one I haven't read yet, but I will be reading this year because I've been trying to read them, like work my way up like seasonally, if that makes sense. So I love reading these books during the season that they take place in because it just makes it even more magical. And this first book here actually takes place during the end of summer going into the fall season. So I feel like this is a great book to really transition you into your fall TBR and like just getting in the fall autumn cozy vibes mood. So yeah, I really like this one. It is a little, like I said, cozy murder mystery. It's these woodland little creatures. It's very much kind of like Fantastic Mr. Fox, if you guys have seen that. Like in my head, that's how I imagine the animals. Like you can see here, Vera's got her little dress on. There's a coffee shop called Joe's Coffee Shop or Joe's Mug, and it is run by a deer, or yeah, no, a moose. He's a moose. Run by a moose. Vera Vixen is a reporter. Their police officer is a bear, and it's just got all these little like talking animals. Oh, and her best friend owns the bookstore, and I believe she's a crow, and it's just like, oh, it's so freaking cute. It's in a little silo, and the way that they describe everything just puts you in the fall mood and vibes, just because the way that everything is described, you can totally, or at least I totally pictured myself in this cutesy magical little world. Although not so cutesy, because as I've said before, there's a murder that's happened. But Vera Vixen is a reporter, and she is trying to figure out what happened, and she uncovers other little things along the way. But yeah, it's really cute, and I really like it, and the cover is just so beautiful. And then I also do have the next 2. So these both take place in the autumn. I believe this is the second book, and then this is the third. But just look at these covers. Can you have you ever seen a more fall autumn vibes cutesy cover? Like these are just so freaking cute, and I love them so much, and I'm just so happy that I stumbled upon this at a little free library, and it was a little free library in like this botanical garden, and it just felt so magical finding this, so I think that's why it holds such a special place in my heart. And it was when I first was getting into reading. So this and Fourth Wing were kind of the two books that really got me back into it after like being into reading during high school and middle school, and then kind of just letting life get in the way and then refinding my love of reading. So I highly recommend checking these books out. They're just so cute and adorable, and I don't know, I really love them. And I hope that if you've seen me talking about these, that you finally pick one of these up, because I'm telling you, it will change your life, especially if you're like cottagecore, cutesy, fall, autumn type of vibes person. You will love these. So highly recommend checking these ones out. Moving on to the next book, we have The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. Yes, Laurie Gilmore. Now this cover, again, all these fall covers just are so freaking good, so cute, super fall vibes. And this is a romance. It is also like cozy vibes. And another thing is, there is a lot of spice in this book. I don't think it's anything like dark romance vibes. You're not going to get that, but it's definitely spicy. Like, I was not expecting it to be as spicy as it was, because the cover is just giving like Hallmark fall movie, but there's some spice up in there. So I really did enjoy this though. I have heard that the second book is also really good. I do have it. Actually, give me a second. Let me show them to you. Okay, so these are the next books in the series. The second one is The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Again, the cover is just so good. And then we have here The Christmas Tree Farm. Again, this cover is so cute. It's gonna be so fun to read during Christmas time. I did get both of these last year, but I didn't get to the second one. And like I said earlier, I do like to read my books seasonally, which to me means like whatever season the book takes place in, I love to read it in that season, like during that season, just because I feel like in my mind I can picture myself in the story a little bit better, as well as it just, my daily life makes it more fun, because I feel like I'm actually in the book, so then I'm like just happy. And like right now I'm reading a lot of summer books, so I'm very like happy and enjoying and fully romanticizing my summer. But fall, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to read all the cozy fall books and just like fully be in that fall autumn mood. So I do really like these books, and I do recommend picking them up if you're looking for something cozy, cutesy, romantic that takes place during the fall. And if you don't mind a little bit of spice, honestly not even a little bit, because it was a lot of spice, but yeah, if you don't mind the spice, I recommend picking this first one up. I haven't read the other one, so I can't really say much, but like I said, I've heard that the second one is really good, so I'm excited to read that one. And I think the second one, The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, takes place from August to October, so I think this is actually the first fall book that I'm going to start for this year, and I'm very excited. But yeah, I really like these, and these are definitely, I'm sure you've seen them before, they're all over like social media, just because the covers, again, just look at how stunning and beautiful these are. Oh, also, do not mind my nails. Sorry, I need to get them done or get some falsies, because they're just not cute at all. So sorry if you saw that. I do apologize. Now the next book that I have here is still cutesy fall cozy vibes, but it is leaning more towards the spooky season, like Halloween type vibes, I guess you could say, because it is about these three witches. So it's two aunts and their niece, and they all live / run this Airbnb. And something happens, and the niece is trying to uncover, because it is like a murder mystery, the niece is trying to uncover what happened, because they're trying to blame one of her aunts for it. But not only is it like spooky season, like murder mystery, you know, you're trying to whodunit type of a situation, but it also like touched a lot about like family, and it was a little emotional, and I really liked it all around. It was such a great read. And if you are a person that loves practical magic, also so excited for Practical Magic 2, cannot wait. But if you love practical magic, Gilmore Girls, and if you like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, specifically the like OG Sabrina, I haven't seen the new Sabrina, so I don't know the vibes of that one, but this book is all of those three mixed into here, because you have the aunts living with their niece. They're witches. They live in this like Victorian looking house, and then you've got everybody knows everyone, like it's Gilmore Girls vibes. The town has like this fall festival, and like the places decorate, they put out pumpkins during the season and everything. So you have like that aspect of it. And then what was the other thing that I said? Oh, Sabrina, because of the ants. So yeah, it's like literally a mix of all of that, and I really enjoyed it. It was really good, and it actually did make me cry in the end, I remember. But I'm excited to read the second book because there is a second book in this little series, but I also really recommend this one. And look at the cover, it's so cute. It's got this little cat in the front, and it was just a good one. I really enjoyed this one, and I totally recommend it as well. All right, and we've got another cute, cozy, magical little witchy book. This is The Ex Hex by Erin Sterling. This one is so freaking cute. Again, if you like Gilmore Girls, practical magic, this is very much that. The small town in this is so adorable. It's very cutesy. They have this like Halloween festival or like fall festival. I think it was a fall festival. And the stores decorate their storefronts with pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns and like string lights, and oh, it's just so freaking cute and adorable, and I love the way that everything is described in this book. And then you've got the witches, who are also very much like practical magic vibes. So it's Vivian Jones, she's the main character. She's a witch. She has this boyfriend who ends up breaking her heart one day, so she ends up putting this little like hex on him, and she thinks it's just, or curse, she thinks it's just like not anything too crazy, maybe give him like a bad hair day or two. But he ends up coming back into town, I think 10 years later. I think it was 10 years later. Yeah, because it was like a young love type of situation. And he comes back into town, and things start happening, and they kind of have to team up to help the town because stuff is happening in the town, and they have to like figure out what's happening. But I really liked it. They also come from like two rival like witches family. One, I don't think they call them warlocks. I think they also call them witches in here, like the men. But one, it's like his dad is like this powerful guy that they're like the people that built the town or whatever, but he's like not a good person. And then her aunts and her have been there for a while as well, and they own this like magic shop, and it's just super cute. I really enjoyed it, and the cover again is just adorable. It kind of also, the cover specifically gives me Bewitched, I think is the movie, the one with Nicole Kidman, or is it Bewitched? Yeah, I don't know. It just gives me those vibes. But yeah, I think the cover is so cute, and I love my witchy books. They're just so magical and cutesy and cozy, and again, another great little romance read, and I totally suggest picking this one up. The second book was also pretty good, but I think I liked the first one a little bit more. And now we have our last book suggestion, which is Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. This is I'm sorry if I butcher any author names. Again, I'm really bad with names. But this is a more definitely, I would say, spooky season vibes. I read this during October, I believe. It's been like 3 years now that I read it. But it's another one of those books that I always recommend for the fall season, just because it puts you like in the creepy, spooky season mood. But then there's a couple of like unexpected plot twists, and they're just so good because they're so unexpected, and you're just like, wait, what? But yeah, I really like this. It's about this girl, Mallory Quinn. She takes this job as a nanny with this rich family, and she kind of has, or comes from like a troubled past. She did struggle with substance abuse, but she got out of it, and she gets this job with this family. And there's this little boy named Teddy, who he's a 5-year-old son of Caroline Maxwell and Ted Maxwell. They're the parents, and stuff starts happening, and this little boy starts drawing these creepy pictures. I'll just show you these ones. And I think this is actually the picture when I picked it up from the bookshelf that I was like, wait, what is this? I must add this book to my TBR, to my cart. Yeah, creepy stuff starts happening. And the first time I read it, because I read this one twice now. Yeah, I most recently actually audiobooked it with my husband on a road trip that we took. He actually really liked it too. But the first time that I read it, I was actually really creeped out, and a couple of nights I was like, I need to take a break from this book because it's a little creepy. Like, it's just like nothing super gory or crazy happens, but it's very just like moody and like spooky vibes and creepy. So I really, really like it. And like I said, there is a huge plot twist. But yeah, I really liked it and totally recommend it. Everyone that I recommend this to, they have come back to me saying that they enjoyed it. One of my friends rated it a 5-star. My husband is a little pickier, so he gave it a 4-star, but he still said it was really good. And yeah, and also the audiobook is great too, but with the audiobook you do miss out on the drawings, and I feel like they're just, again, they just draw you into the story. So I do think they have some of the drawings like on Reddit or on like Facebook thriller book groups, so I'm sure you could find some of them, but I don't think you'd be able to find all of them. So I recommend picking the book up. But yeah, this was such a great read, and I will always recommend this one for spooky season. All right, so those are all the books that I have for you today in today's video. I hope that you will pick some of these up. If you decide to pick some of these up, please let me know. I would love to know your thoughts, because these genuinely are some of my favorite, like all-time favorite fall autumn reads, and I love talking about them. They are all so good, and yeah, I hope that you do decide to pick one of these up. Like I said, let me know if you do, and as always, I hope you guys have a beautiful, magical, and wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!